Yesterday I made this video in Tamil, but it's also important to explain this concept in English. I thought my Acharya was explaining Yajurveda's last chapter day before yesterday. Really beautiful explanations. I have made detailed video on Isha Upanishad as well as Yajurveda's 40th chapter many times, but still, when we listen the knowledge of the Vedas, the same mantras also, when we listen again and again, we will definitely get new insight into the Veda mantras. So my Acharya was explaining this mantra, Om Asurya namate loka andena tamasa vrataha tanste pretyapi gachanti eke chatmahano janaha. The most important word in this mantra is Atma Anu Janaha. Atma Hatya. Atma Hanu. Hanu means Hatya, to kill. Atma Hatya means to kill the Atma. And of course, we have studied in Bhagavad Gita, we have studied in Vedas, we have studied in other Shastras, Upanishads that Atma cannot be killed. Atma is eternal. Atma is indestructible. You cannot kill the Atma. In fact, Sri Krishna says in 2:17, Avinashi tu tad viddi yena sarvam idam tatam vinasham avyaya yasyasya na kaschit kartum harhati. Na kaschit kartum harhate means no one is capable to destroy the Jivatma. Of course, Paramatma also, but here in this second chapter it's speaking about Jivatma. So what is the meaning of Atma Hatya? If we cannot kill the Jivatma, why God is using the word Atma Hatya? It's very, very important. My Acharya explained that Atma Hanu means the pure pious thoughts or the pure Vani, whatever is emanating from the Jivatma, if we do not follow it, if we do not follow the instructions of Jivatma, ignoring the instructions of Jivatma, if we start following our body mind, then it is called as Atma Hatya. Atma Hanu Janaha. When Janaha means when somebody does this kind of Atma Hatya, that means ignoring the instructions of Jivatma. Jivatma says do this Karya, Jivatma says do Veda Adhyan, Jivatma says get up early in the morning at 4 o'clock, Jivatma says go to Acharya to listen Vedas, Jivatma says to do Tapasya, Jivatma says to adopt Brahmacharya, Jivatma says to do so many pious things. But ignoring the order of Jivatma, the mind distracts the Jivatma. Mind says to Jivatma, no. See, if you have to get up at 4 o'clock, it's so much stressful to the body. You need 6 hours of sleep. You need 8 hours of sleep. See, the scientific research showing that the body needs 8 hours of sleep. So no need for 4 o'clock. Sleep until 6 o'clock or 6:30. Have a very cool life. The mind will say this to Jivatma. And because the Jivatma is not having the Abhyas, the Jivatma is not putting its body into Abhyas, the Jivatma immediately listens to the mind. In the morning at 4 o'clock, when the alarm rings, there will be hundreds of reasons from the mind to Jivatma that no, it is better to sleep. Today is Saturday. It's okay. You can start your day at 6 o'clock. You are already stressed. Sleep. So immediately Jivatma says, okay, let me sleep. So let me put the body to sleep. So this is Atma Hatya. The moment we start following the instructions of mind, the Atma Hatya will start. So when Atma Hatya starts, when somebody does the killing of the pious thoughts of Jivatma and follows his instructions of mind and intellect, God says in this mantra, you are called as Asur. Asurya namate loka. You are famous for the name, for the word Asur. You are Asura. Asura means a person who is following the instructions of mind. Asura does not mean a person who is having big teeth, big horns, etc. These are all, picturized in Puranas or in TV serials. This is not Asura. Asura means a normal human being like you and me. That we do not follow the instructions of Jivatma. We do not follow the path of Dharma. We follow Adharma. We follow the instruction of mind. So that's why, God says in Gayatri Mantra, the prayer in the Gayatri Mantra is Diyo Yonaha Prachodayat. Make my intellect pure. When the intellect becomes pure, it will listen to the instructions of Jivatma. When the intellect is impure, it will never listen to Jivatma. It will always kill the pure voice of Jivatma. Then it becomes Asura. Then the Yoni becomes Asura. We become Asura. What happens? Almighty God will not give another opportunity to, for a human body to us. Almighty God will secure that our Jivatma enters into Bhog yonis. Jivatma enters into other yonis. So this is very, very important knowledge which my Acharya was explaining. My Acharya told, Kabhi bhi man ki awaaz ko mat suno, hamesha try to focus on the pure voice of Jivatma only. And how do you know that this is Jivatma voice or this is mind voice? This is also a learning in our life. Once you start, like, many people have come to my channel. If you are coming to my channel for the first time, please take time to go through my videos. I have tried to answer all possible questions in your mind in my channel. Like this might be my 1900th video or something like that. So many videos I have made. Try to understand the concept of dharma and adharma. Then you will understand slowly, okay, the Jivatma will always speak dharma. Mind will always try to find out shortcuts for earning sukh. Mind wants immediate pleasure. Jivatma is always blissful, but mind wants immediate pleasure. Mind wants body to enjoy. Mind wants itself to enjoy. So mind always diverts the pure voice of Jivatma. So you can go through my channel to understand what is the Jivatma, Paramatma, etc. etc. So my Acharya explained that never ever listen to the voice of your mind. Always try to listen to the Jivatma only. And to understand the Jivatma also, we must worship Almighty God. Almighty God will give us so much inspiration. When we try to do Shubh Karma, Almighty God also will support us. This is very, very important. And my Acharya also explained about one more mantra where God says in the fourth mantra, Anejadekam manaso javiyo. Almighty God does not move. Almighty God does not move and cannot move because God is omnipresent. When something is everywhere present, it cannot move. That's what Almighty God is. So when somebody worships an Almighty God who is imaginary, who goes from Garuda, he is flying in the Garuda, he comes from there to here, that means we are worshipping an imaginary Almighty God. So God says in the next mantra, Tat na ejati, tat ejati. Tat na ejati, the Vidwan, the yogis, the rishi, the munis, the tapasvis who have realized Almighty God, they know that that Almighty God, na ejati, cannot move, does not move. But tat ejati, one who does not understand the Vedic concept, one who does not worship this Almighty God of the Vedas, they are foolish people. They worship imaginary Almighty Gods who move from one place to another place. So God is, telling that you are foolish if you worship anybody else other than me, who is the creator of the Vedas, who is the creator of this universe. So very, very important mantra, that who is that Almighty God? That Almighty God is the one who emanates the knowledge of the Vedas inside the heart of the rishis, inside the heart of the human beings. Even today also, when somebody attains a samadhi, his antahkarana is lit up by the knowledge of the Vedas. His antahkarana means his hridaya akash is lit up with the knowledge of the Vedas. So Vedas only can give the clear description of Almighty God because Vedas emanate from Almighty God. This we must understand. And my Acharya also told an important and very, very interesting information, that when you follow the knowledge, when we follow the path of the Vedas, when you listen to the pure pious views of the Jivatma and Paramatma, you will never get into a problem of snake bite or even any animal attack. Animals will not attack those people who are adopting Vedas in life, number one. And number two, specifically snake bite. One who is following Vedas in life will never be beaten by snake. In fact, Vyasmuni says in Mahabharata that it is also my blessings that if you do everyday Agnihotra, if you do everyday Yajna, if you adopt the Vedas in life, a snake cannot bite you. If by mistake the snake bites you, the snake will die, you will not die. So this is the speciality of the special power for Vedic Upasakas. This is a very, very important knowledge which my Acharya shared day before yesterday. And also my Acharya told about so many things about Guru Bhakti, Guru Seva. Acharya is extremely important because Guru ki Seva, Ishwar ki Seva. When you serve an Acharya by Tan Man Dhan Pran, you donate something to Acharya, you go to his ashram and do service in the ashram. This is all serving Almighty God, because I made a video a couple of days back, because the residence of Almighty God is the residence of Acharya. So if you are going and sweeping the floor in an ashram, you are sweeping the floor of Almighty God's house, because Almighty God says in Rigveda very clearly that I reside in the place where a rishi resides. So if you serve a rishi, it is serving an Almighty God. So if you want to serve Almighty God, you must find out a Rishi, because Almighty God is formless, you cannot find where is Almighty God. So God says in the Rig Veda, also my Acharya told that if you want to find Almighty God, go to a place where a Rishi lives. He will teach you the knowledge of the Vedas. He will tell you who is Almighty God. Very, very important knowledge. And also my Acharya told that, you take so much of stress and strain to come long from, like somebody is living in South India, somebody is in foreign country, they are coming to Acharya. Every kharcha, every expense, whatever you are doing is actually service to Almighty God. It is not going in waste. It is not going to some transport company or airline, etc. It is going to the service of Almighty God. That is the secret of Vedas, which we must understand. So we must take every painful steps to go towards Acharya at least once in 6 months if possible. If you have a lot of money, a lot of time, please go often. But if you do not have money, you do not have time, you have a very tight schedule, you cannot get holidays, try to go once in 6 months, try to go once in 9 months. Because we anyway put leave, we take vacation, we go on holidays, we go Gumna Firna. So we can go to Acharya to listen Vedas. We can go to Acharya to serve the, Acharya's ashram. This is very, very important, knowledge which my Acharya gave. And also my Acharya told one more information, Ratihi Bhadraha, about the Dan. The Dan which or the seva which we do to an Acharya will do you Bhadra, means will do you Kalyan, will give you benefit. And that is a Samveda mantra. Yesterday my Acharya was explaining, if you are doing, agar aap naam simran karne wale hai, every day if you are doing name jap of Almighty God, every day you are doing Agnihotra, every day you are trying to adopt the Vedic Dharma in life, when you do this kind of activity and you give dhan to an Acharya, you do service to an Acharya, then that dhan and service will take you towards moksha. Ratihi Bhadraha, it will give you Bhadra, it will make your life pure, it will make your mind pure, it will make your life tapasvi, it will make you tapasvi. So very, very important. So just like many people see my YouTube channel, they say, okay, I want to donate 10,000 to Acharya, I want to donate 20,000 to Acharya. Donation is always pious only if you adopt Vedas. If you do not adopt Vedas just because you are rich, you are giving money to Acharya, is not acceptable in Vedic Dharma. In Vedic Dharma, my Acharya always says, earlier my Acharya, when he attained to Samadhi, he used to work in military. He never took any donation from any of his Shishyas until Samadhi. After Samadhi, my Acharya realized the knowledge that if the Acharya does not take donations from the Shishya will be in trouble. The Shishya will not get the punya of Yajna. The Shishya's service will go in vain. So my Acharya started taking donations. But my Acharya explained in yesterday's mantra, if you do Nam Simran, if you do everyday Agnihotra, if you do Yajna, if you adopt Vedic Dharma, then you do Seva, then you donate to Acharya, then only that Seva, that Dan is accepted by Almighty God. But if you are a Adharmi Purush, you are donating 1 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees to Acharyas, will it help you? No, it will not help you, because you are Adharmi. You have to become a Dharmi, then you can do Dan. This is very, very important. And also my Acharya told one important thing, that no Acharya never desires a stuti of himself. But Mahabharata Bhishma Pitama says, if you are a disciple of an Acharya, you are not doing prashansha of your Acharya, then it is as if you will get into the sin of the sin. What is the sin? The sin is as if you are killing a child in the mother's womb. So the abortion is a big sin. The amount of sin which is caused by abortion, like somebody is aborting due to any reason, but the sin of abortion and the sin of not praising Acharya is same. This is what Bhishma Pitama says. So my Acharya told that you must praise the Acharya's true qualities. It's not that praising means always with the true qualities only. That is called a stuti in Vedas. Stuti does not mean telling falsehoods. Stuti means to tell the truth as he is, or as she is, or as God is. So you must praise the Acharya, but not in the front of Acharya. Oh Acharya, you are a great person. Oh Acharya, you are the greatest yogi. Not in the face of Acharya. This is not liked by any Acharya. And okay, these are some of the important knowledge which my Acharya gave. And lastly, before closing the video, my Acharya told day before yesterday that whenever you have time, try to do Gayatri Mantra jap. Whenever you have time, try to do Gayatri Mantra ahutis. Because Gayatri Mantra is the complete worship of Almighty God. It has Stuti, Prarthana, Upasana. If you do not have time to do complete Agnihotra, try to do Gayatri Mantra Homa. with the meaning inside the mind, of course. Gayatri Mantra meaning I have explained several times in my channel. Also my Acharya's video I have posted in my channel under the playlist Homa. Please go and see that. Because Gayatri Mantra is a complete worship. It's very, very powerful mantra and very, very Priya mantra to all the Rishi Munis, my Acharya was telling. So we must try to dedicate our time in Veda Vidya. Whenever possible, we must try to reach to an Acharya to listen the knowledge of the Vedas. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.